Hi everyone, welcome to Carmen's Australian Storytime. Today I am reading another Pamela Allen book, one of my favourite authors and illustrators, and this book is called Felix. Who do you think Felix is? Let's see what the blurb has to say. Grandma was very cross. Someone's been nibbling the bread, she shouted, and someone's been eating the jam. And it wasn't me, said Grandpa. It wasn't me, said Molly. Could it be Felix? Poor Felix, he knows he's not to blame, so he sets out to find the thief. So he's getting the blame. Who do you think it is? Can you guess already? There's Felix having a good look around. There's a big cat. Every night, Felix sleeps upstairs on Molly's bed. Every morning they come downstairs together. One morning when they came down for breakfast, they found Grandpa and Grandma in the kitchen. Grandpa was very cross. Someone's been nibbling the bread, she shouted. Look, and she held up the loaf. They've been eating the jam too. I know that cats like jam and bread. It wasn't me, said Grandpa. It wasn't me, said Molly. Could it be Felix? It's not nice when you get the blame for something you didn't do, is it? Felix knew it wasn't him. That night, when everyone was asleep, Felix jumped off Molly's bed and crept downstairs. He was going to catch the thief. He searched under the shelves, in the kitchen cupboards. He looked up high along the bench tops. He crept into the pantry and quietly, cautiously, peered around the corner, and what do you think he saw? I'm having a little bit of a guess, and I'm activating my prior knowledge, what I know about animals. I'm thinking maybe a mouse. What do you think? He saw a little grey mouse licking the last of the strawberry jam from the bottom of the jam jar. He's inside it. Suddenly Felix stalked, creeping, crawling, slinking, slithering. They all end in the sound, don't they? Until, they're very good describing words for a cat too. Whoosh! She pounced. He tried to reach the little grey mouse at the bottom of the jar, but his head was too big. He pushed and shoved and pushed and shoved. Oh, there's the shh digraph sound. And his ears were squashed and his whiskers bent. He pushed and shoved until he was stuck. Stuck in the jar. Oh no. This is a big problem. Remember, it's nighttime too. Everybody's asleep. Oh my goodness. What's he going to do? Poor Felix. What was he going to do? He could see the little grey mouse racing around and around and around. He tried to get rid of the jar. I wonder if he's having trouble breathing. He shook it and he swung it this way and that, high and low, up and down, up and down. Bang, 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 bang. But he couldn't get it off. He banged so loud it woke Grandma. Oh dear, said Grandma. Oh no. This is a real problem because it's a glass jar too. Can't just break it, you might scratch the cat. She sat down and picked up the big fat cat. Felix was very still. Grandma took hold of the jar and carefully twisted and turned it. but she couldn't get it off. She could see the little grey mouse racing around and around and around. "Oh dear," sobbed Grandma, and she went and woke Grandpa. What are they going to do? What would you do? "We'll soon fix this," said Grandpa. Gently he twisted and turned the jar. He wiggled and he wobbled it. He jiggled and he joggled it, but he couldn't get it off. He too could see the poor little mouse racing around and around and around. That poor mouse must really be freaking out by now. Poor thing. They tried again. This time, Grandpa held Felix and Grandma held the jar. She wiggled and she wobbled it. She pushed it and pulled it. But Felix was stuck in the jar. Grandma woke Molly. Maybe she could help. "Oh, poor Felix," wailed Molly, and she gave him a great big hug. They tried again, all of them this time. Grandma twisted and turned the jar. She wiggled and she wobbled it. She jiggled and she joggled it. They pulled and they pulled and they pulled, but Felix was still stuck. I'm thinking maybe if they put some oil on the jar or some soap to make it slippery. Maybe. What can you think of? Poor, frustrated Felix. Now he was cross, very cross. He flung his head up and down, bang, 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 until suddenly, oh no, what was that banging? What do you think is going to happen? Smash! The little mouse flew high into the air and landed with a plop in the corner of the room. He ran and he ran and he ran out the door and he was gone. "That mouse won't come back," said Grandpa. "What a clever cat." And she gave Felix a saucer of milk. Grandpa swept up the broken glass. Then they all sat down for a mug of hot chocolate. When the last drop was drunk, it was time to climb the stairs for bed. Sometimes some sentences are a bit of a tongue twister. Time to climb the stairs. Once on Molly's bed, Felix licked the last of the strawberry jam from behind his ears, then snuggled down and curled himself into a ball. "Good night, Felix," whispered Molly, and they both fell fast asleep. I think I'd be exhausted too after such an adventure. Wow. Well, I'm glad the cat didn't get hurt. Smashing the jar would have been a bit tricky, especially around the face. Thank you for joining me on Carmen's Australian Storytime. What a fun book, Pamela Allen. You've done it again, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.